At the beginning of the year, I said I'm going to take Mastar Media to the next level, and I'm going to hit 10,000 subscribers. I'm ending the year today at 215,000 subscribers, and I'm going to tell you how I did it right here. Good morning, everybody. Today is the last day of 2016, and I want to talk about today how in the hell did I get 215,000 subs in 1 year? So before I get into that, let me tell you how I started Mastar Media real quick, explain kind of how this channel morphed into what it is, and then tell you some tricks and hints on things that you can do to boost your own channel. So first, I started this channel in 2014 actually, and I was gonna use it as a means to kind of promote my comedy career instead of animating. In fact, when I started this channel, it really didn't have anything to do with animation. In 2014, when I decided I wanted to start Mastar Media, I made an LLC and I bought all this equipment. I literally just like put like $10,000 into a shopping cart and like, I was like, click. Just dumped my life savings into all this equipment, and I realized, holy crap, I don't know anything about how to use DSLR cameras, how to use all these Adobe programs, my editing software. I was using Windows Movie Maker. I mean, I was like, I had no idea what I was doing, and then I realized there's all these worlds of stuff that I need to learn before I'm ready to start my company. So I made like a few videos, and they just didn't really do very well. And I was just like, you know what, I can't afford to keep paying rent without an income, so I went back to work. And in 2015, I barely touched the channel at all. I think I came out with like maybe a couple animations, maybe did like a few short skit comedies. So I think I had like 7 videos coming into 2016. So basically the channel was very idle before I got into 2016. So in January, I guess it was, I really wanted to see Goku vs Saitama. Like, I was really obsessed with One Punch Man. It became like my new favorite anime, and I was like, this show is freaking awesome, like this character's awesome, why isn't he fighting Goku? And basically I worked on that animation for about 6 weeks, maybe around 2 months, and when I finally published it, I was lucky enough for it to go viral, and that kind of led into the whole series, which led into getting into Dragon Ball stuff, and boom, there you have it. So let me explain a few things for you guys. First of all, the hardest part about starting a YouTube channel is getting like the first 1,000 subs. Like, that is really the hardest part. Like, the more subs you have, the faster you grow. So right now, even when I'm not making a video that day, I'll still get like 1,000 subs a day. But back then, it's like you have to like really just try and get a video to go viral. So that should be like the most important thing for you, is like trying to get a video to go viral in the very beginning. Don't worry about spending all this money on equipment. Like, this is the biggest problem for new YouTubers, is they're like, oh, I can't make this video without the, you know, this camera yet, or, you know, they're like all obsessed with all the little details about their video and all this stuff. That shit doesn't matter in the beginning. You know, eventually, yeah, you want to upgrade quality as your channel grows, but in the beginning, you have to just get content out, right? I would say 3 videos a week, and you want to get to 120 videos as fast as possible, okay? Here's the most important things that you need to learn about like YouTube's algorithm and like your growth, okay? I think the first thing is getting to 120 videos as fast as possible. I feel like it used to be 100, but I kind of saw with my own channel, once I hit like 120, my channel just exploded. Okay, and I got like, in this last month, I got like, I don't know, 50,000 subs or something in like December. It was around the point when I reached that 120 video mark. Now, you don't have to make that many videos. Like, you could focus on quality. Like, there is some channels that only have like 40 videos, 42 videos, and they have like 4 million subscribers. So that's not true in all cases, but if you look at the majority of channels with several million subscribers, most of them have anywhere between 140 videos to like 2,000 videos, but the minimum seems to be like around 100, you know, 140 videos or something like that. So for YouTube's algorithm, it's really important to get to 140 video, I'd say 120 videos as fast as possible. Like, if you're gonna decide I'm gonna make YouTube my career, that first year, get 120 videos out. Now, it's really important that you're able to find a niche that you're able to talk about very easily, and you're able to pump out videos very fast. Like if you're trying to do sketch comedies and stuff where you need like a big group of friends, and it's, you know, that's difficult. That's what I was trying to do initially, and it's like, it's hard to coordinate if everybody has jobs. It's hard to coordinate, hey, let's meet, you know, 3 times a week to film, and then you gotta do editing, and working with everybody's schedules is very difficult. So that's why most YouTubers do this kind of like one-on-one talk to the camera kind of thing. It's very easy for me. I have my camera propped up right here. All I have to do is hit record and start talking. So, you know, I have my mic is plugged into my camera. So I have everything set up to be as easy as possible for me. I even have, you know, this mic here for when I'm doing voiceovers and stuff. You want to make it as easy as possible for you to crank out videos as fast as you can. Now, I got lucky for my niche to turn into Dragon Ball, right? And there's a huge market on YouTube, but there's tons of markets in general on YouTube. There is literally thousands and thousands of markets. There's even undiscovered markets on YouTube. So you have to just figure out what you want your channel to be about. Additionally, sometimes you don't know what your channel is going to be about when you first start. So when you make these 120 videos, just do what you love, right? And eventually one of those videos will take off and people will want to see more of that, and that's what you should know you should stick with. So for me, in my case, it was animation. Like when I first started, I was the worst animator ever, and I got really lucky with Goku vs Saitama, and that's what my niche was. That's what people wanted to see more of from me. So whatever you're talking about on YouTube, just make sure that whatever people like, just stick with it. You know, keep giving the people what they want. That's really important. Next, luck is very important. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of channels out there that do very similar stuff to me and don't have nearly as many subscribers. Sometimes you just have to get lucky and have one of your videos go viral, but you can kind of influence that luck by doing certain things. Number one, and most importantly, is to be unique. Just about every guy likes video games, right? And a lot of people, you know, see PewDiePie and Markiplier and all these guys who, you know, play video games for a living, and they make money off making videos about them playing video games. And a lot of people, this is a very common misconception, is that a lot of people think that this is a dream job. Well, I mean, it is a dream job, but the misconception is that it's easy. And it's really not easy. So these guys are like the cream of the crop. They're very successful, and they're very popular, so a lot of people see them and they think that it's possible. And what I'm trying to tell you is it's not possible for everybody. In fact, because it's such a saturated market and everybody wants to do it, I highly recommend you don't go after those saturated markets. It's not very unique. So like if you're trying to do a video game channel, you gotta realize you're just gonna get drowned out by the big channels. Like nobody wants to watch these undiscovered channels play video games. And if you wanna be a gamer and have a gamer channel, it's gonna be really, really, really hard to do that. I mean, that market is very saturated. Now look at like fitness channels, for example, another very saturated market. It's gonna be very, very hard to create a channel around fitness when there's so many other big fitness channels and Instagram stars and things like that. So you wanna find a market that is kind of relatively untouched or has an opening for you to come in and focus on that market once you get your foot in the door. So for me, it was animation. I was able to mold that into Dragon Ball reviews and theory videos, which actually do very, very well. I've gotten millions and millions of views on like Dragon Ball videos that take me a few hours to do. So try and find the market that's right for you, and try and do one that is fairly unique and it isn't too saturated. I highly recommend staying away from gaming. Reaction videos are another one. There's a few top reaction channels like Tyrone Magnus and BHD, and there's a few big reaction channels, but you see a lot of these other reaction channels kind of get drowned out. It's not a very unique kind of market. People do like to watch reaction videos to their particular favorite video. For example, like a lot of the people who like my animations will go watch the people who do reactions to my animations because they want to kind of see how other people reacted to the moments that made them really excited in that episode. But these reaction channels, it's very hard for them to get 100,000 subs. It's very, very hard. I mean, they have to grind and grind and grind and make video after video. So that's just another example of a market that isn't very unique, and it's not gonna be one where you can really like explode and go viral and stuff like that. Unless your reaction is just absolutely hysterical and you have like the most energetic personality. But even so, it's gonna be really difficult. All right, the next thing I would say, if you've gotten past, you're making a lot of videos, you have your niche market, the next thing is to really engage with your audience. So I find it absolutely imperative that I reply to comments and I respond to all the messages I get through social media, which this kind of ties into that. I have like 5 social media accounts. I mean, I got Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all this stuff. And it's really important that you have all these social media sites, you link them all together, you share them in your videos, and you're constantly using them, okay? And that's another way that you can kind of spread, your channel and the word about you and everything. And it's also very, very difficult to manage, 3 to 5 social medias and your YouTube channel, reply to comments, make videos, edit, collaborate with other people. It's a lot of work. And I mean, you guys, if you're just starting out on a YouTube channel, or you are interested in creating your own YouTube channel, you have to realize these things, when you see it on YouTube, you're like, man, I could do that. That's really easy. It's not easy. It's actually a lot of work, especially to be consistent. You might be very proud of yourself that you made a video and the video is pretty good, but okay, now make two more of those this week and then make another 3 of those every week for the rest of your life. What you gotta realize is you only see a few minutes on YouTube, but that may have taken the person days to make. If you're thinking about every video they come out with takes days to make, and they also have to manage 5 social media sites, essentially it is a crap ton of work. And most of these YouTubers are sitting at their computer all day working. I mean, I think very, very few YouTubers can just make a video, post it like low quality, and then go do whatever they want the rest of the week. It's a lot of work goes into this. So that's one thing that I want to let you guys know, is that before you get started on a YouTube channel, is that it's more work than you probably imagine. Now, is it harder than my job, which I had before I hopped into YouTube, which was business development? I was a proposal manager. No, but that's one of like the hardest jobs there is. Proposal management was the absolute most stressful, brutal, competitive kind of job I've ever experienced. It paid well, but it wasn't worth the stress. And YouTube is tough, but I enjoy it. I absolutely love it. I don't get paid as much, but I absolutely love what I'm doing. I get to sleep in every day. I don't have a boss bitching at me. I'm my own boss. So it's awesome. It's really, really awesome. And I have more growth. Honestly, I have much more growth potential now on YouTube than I ever did, I think, as working in business development. Okay, and another thing that you have to realize about YouTube is that you have to be very, very tough and very resilient. No matter what you're doing, no matter if you're the nicest guy ever, you're gonna get a ton of hate. And just YouTube is just this cesspool of people who just, you can call them social justice warriors or keyboard warriors, people who just sit behind, they just type filth comments. I mean, you could literally be the nicest guy in the world, and all you're doing is helping people. I'm not even talking about myself. I mean, there is much friendlier, nicer YouTubers than me, and people still hate on them. Like, I just hate this guy. I'm gonna make fun of the way he looks. People are so mean. I mean, they're really mean on YouTube. So you have to be very, very resilient if you're gonna start a YouTube channel. Like, if somebody makes fun of you in school and it really, really affects you, YouTube might not be for you. I mean, you have to have serious, tough, thick skin to be a YouTuber, because people are very, very cruel in the comments and in messages. So I think the most important thing, if you wanna start a YouTube channel and you want it to grow, you have to grind, grind, grind. Make a ton of videos. Respond to everybody on social media. Use those social media sites. As you progress through your YouTube career, increase the quality of your videos. I'm using a new camera. I got this green screen. I have a new light. I have upgraded the software on my computer. I've done a ton of things since I've started my channel to increase the quality. I got a new microphone, my drawing tablet. The money that you do get from YouTube, I would recommend reinvesting that into your equipment so you get better equipment. The most important thing is a good microphone. If you're gonna be a YouTuber, get a good microphone, spend the money. My biggest problem, I think I've always wanted to do a business like this, like ever since I got out of college, but I can never pull the trigger on spending something like $500 for a graphic tablet or even like $150 on a microphone. I could just never pull the trigger, and that was always hindering me. So just take the risk, spend the money, invest, get some good equipment. I mean, you don't need the best equipment right off. I mean, for God's sake, you can use your phone to make videos. Like, you literally can. Just prop your phone up and make videos. If you have, like, you know, an iPhone 6 or a Galaxy 7, which I have, this thing takes incredible video. Incredible. I did a vlog. Only use my phone, and it's like insane HD. It's probably better than the old camera you have rusting in the closet somewhere. Just make sure that it's like steady, you know, don't just like hold your phone out and, you know, and talk. Just prop it up somewhere and make your video. It's probably even better than most of the webcams out there. Honestly, phones are actually really good. So as far as how I got my 215,000 subs in 1 year, I would say here were the key things. I would say I found a niche, I got lucky, I busted my ass to make a ton of videos. I mean, I'm talking I was putting in, you know, on top of my job, an extra 60 hours a week into my YouTube channel, and now I do about 80 hours a week full-time on my YouTube channel. So I am at my computer almost all day, every day. I'm very nice and friendly to my subscribers, and I encourage them and I help them and I respond to them. That's also very important, to be engaged with your subscribers. I was unique. I did like animations, which there's not many of on YouTube, at least for the type of stuff I'm doing. There is some, but it's more of a unique thing. It's not something like gaming or reaction videos, which there's like a million of. I have pretty good quality now. I think I can still make some things better, but my quality has gone up a lot since I first started. And I constantly have the need to improve. I constantly want to get better and better and better. I'm never satisfied with the video I have yesterday, because the video I want to make today, I want to make it even better. And finally, just have really thick skin. I mean, you have to be able to deal with rejection and people being mean, and just keep pushing forward and ignoring that stuff. Like, if you linger on it, it's just gonna eat you up. The best thing to do is just keep producing content. So I got to like over 140 videos this year. Something happens when you hit like 100 videos or 120 videos. YouTube just starts sharing your stuff more, and it makes your channel explode. So follow those steps. Bust your butt, find a niche, do something unique, ignore the haters, make a lot of videos, make good videos, and just have faith that eventually your channel will kick off. Look for those niche markets, do what you love, and don't give up. And don't be a perfectionist. That is the biggest problem you can have as a YouTuber. The problem with being a perfectionist, you could spend days on a video that should only take a few hours, and it could still get the exact same number of views. So being a perfectionist actually hurts you, because you could have made 3 or even 4 videos in that same time you made 1 if you're not a perfectionist. Now, obviously you want to get it as good as possible, but don't linger on the small things, a tiny little error, a pop in the microphone or something like that. Don't re-record, just put it out there, see how people respond, and make the next video. Remember, your object, your goal for the first year is to get to 120 videos if possible. That is like the magic number on YouTube. So find your niche market where you can make 120 videos very quickly, spend a few hours a day filming or editing, and get to that number, see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It might have even taught you guys a few things. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And you know, if you want to do your YouTube channel, guys, just stay strong. You can do it. Anybody can do it. You just have to have the dedication and really just be strong and just keep producing stuff, and you know, don't waver, and you can do it. And you can do YouTube full time. And honestly, if you do want to pursue a career like this, I suggest you just give it a try and start while you're young if you can. I mean, I wish I would have started 10 years ago, but better late than never. All right, guys, thanks for joining Master Media today. Don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you tomorrow for another video.